welcome to Happy Horror Time. My name is Tim Murdoch.
And my name is Matt Emmert, and we're here with our horror news commentary of the week, and we're just going to jump right into it. I feel like it's like on our top story tonight, you know.
Wasn't there top story? Isn't that from Scream?
It is, and but I'm going to be Tom Brokaw. That's a dated reference.
I'm going to be Katie Couric.
Okay, I'm going to be Connie Chung.
I'm going to be... Did I already say Tom Brokaw?
I did, yes.
Oh,
Walter Cronkite.
God.
Okay. Our top story today is that a teaser for Stranger Things Season 5 just dropped. And it's big. Everyone's talking about it because this is the final season of Stranger Things. And it's pretty epic, to be honest. Like, I know you're not as big a fan of Stranger Things, right?
I mean, I think it's, instead of a finale, I think it's a finally. See what I did there?
I do.
Okay,
I got it.
I watched the first season of Stranger Things, and I gave up.
Okay.
But I love the score, and there's one selection of the score that I really like. It's called Kids. I love it.
It's a great score. But so I've watched all 4 seasons, and Season 1 was amazing. Season 2 and 3 took a little bit of a dip. Season 4 was dark and scary, and I really liked it. But apparently, what I got from this trailer is a few things. First off, I read that it is set in the fall of 1987, which is more than a year after the events of last season. Now, here's the funny thing with this timeline. These kids are in their 20s now.
Is that true?
Well, they've waited so long between each season that they were little kids when season 1 happened, and now they're like full-fledged adults. I don't mean 20s, like mid-20s, like maybe 21,
right. If
22.
they were 12 when it first started, and then 7 years later...
I remember watching the first season in 2016. That was 9 years ago. So 12 would be 21 now. But anyway.
Oh my God, they can drink and vote.
Yeah. So basically what we have found out about where we are in this series is that Hawkins, the town, has like kind of merged with the Upside Down because the last season, Vecna, the big villain, like opened up this rift that like combined the Upside Down or opened the Upside Down to the town. Anyway. In the trailer, a few things. Max is still in a coma. See, these are things you were like,
I'm like, who's Max?
Max was great. That was where the Kate Bush Running Up That Hill song was in.
I love that.
Her song. There's tons of like demogorgons and demodogs. There's a scene in the trailer, and I'm interested in what you guys think, that reminded me of Jurassic Park, where they're hiding behind, it's like the kitchen scene where they're hiding behind like a long metal type thing. And the demodog or the demogorgon is like going around. So very much, and that actually makes sense because the Duffer Brothers, who do Stranger Things, they love nostalgia. They love tie-ins and callbacks to movies and things. But here's the coolest part, and we talked about this before, but this is what I'm most excited about. Linda Hamilton is in it, and you see her in this trailer. She looks badass. She apparently plays a character named Dr. K, and you see her for like a split second in this trailer surrounded by soldiers. So I feel like she's going to be hunting down 11 like all the soldiers are.
I love Linda Hamilton and everything. And did you see her in the 1994 film called Silent Fall?
I didn't, but did you see her in the TV series Beauty and the Beast?
Did you see her in the 1995 film Separate Lives?
Did you? What's going on here? We're just answering each other with questions.
That's
okay,
right.
So all characters in this season look like it's going to be like an epic battle. And in the final moments of the trailer, you hear the sound of Vecna's voice. It's this scary voice, so obviously he's still around. Anyway, it's a really cool trailer. People are going nuts for it. And it drops the season. We talked about this in an earlier news update when they first announced the release dates. It's actually very smart because they're releasing the season in 3 excerpts. The first one comes out the day before Thanksgiving. So the first 4 episodes come out on November 26th. And that is smart because what are people doing? They're with their families. They're watching TV. So everybody's going to be watching them. The next 3 episodes drop on Christmas. Again, you're with your family. And the finale, which I think is like 2 to 3 hours long or something, is on New Year's Eve.
That's so cool.
Perfect time. Everybody's going to be with family members watching, but would love to know what you all thought of the Stranger Things Season 5 teaser. And yeah, there's been quite the buildup. I mean, in a way, it is kind of like finally, you know?
I saw Winona Ryder in the trailer, and her hair, I thought for just 1 second, I thought she was one of the kids.
That she would love to hear that.
No, but I mean, right? Like all the kids have this, like, you know.
It's a very 80s hair.
Yeah. So I was like, I was like, oh, that's Winona Ryder.
They look, I know, she looks great. Well, Winona Ryder, this was so big for her. Didn't she get nominated for like an award or something? What, there was always, or I think season 1 maybe.
Yeah, something won, and she was on stage and she was like,
there was like a meme. Yeah, or like, there was a gif where she was like, oh.
Yeah.
Oh,
I
my
love
God.
Winona Ryder in anything.
I love Winona Ryder too. Okay. Next piece of news is there is a new Amityville movie in the works. Now,
I saw
this is like, this can be good news or this can be like meh news, because there have been so many Amityville knockoffs. So many iterations. And a lot of the like straight to streaming ones are kind of crappy. Some of them, though, are quality. And basically, the reason why this one seems a little bit more, it could be possible to be a good film, is that it's being written and directed by the directors of the 2022 Shudder original found footage flick Deadstream. Now, we didn't see that, did we?
We saw Stream.
No, but there's a movie called Deadstream. It's a found footage movie.
I want to see it.
Yeah. Apparently, it got a lot of buzz in film festivals. It was released on Shudder, but the directors it's a couple. Actually, it's Joseph and Vanessa Winter. I'm assuming they're a couple, but maybe they're brother and sister.
That'd be a twist.
Yeah. But anyway, so legitimate directors with it also. This also gives it more kind of equity. It's being developed by the companies that produced Barbarian, Boulder Light Pictures, and Hard Eyes Divide Conquer. So they've got some serious names and companies behind this film, which makes me think it's not going to be just a shitty ripoff.
You're right. I mean, and I think I've seen all of the Amityvilles. And do you remember the one with? I think so.
Every single one.
I feel like
How about, isn't there like Amity Jaws or something?
Okay, I take that back. I didn't see Amity Jaws, but I didn't see if they just throw the name Amity on it. I probably haven't seen it. But if it's a
like
iteration,
a true one, yeah.
The last one I remember was with Jennifer Jason Leigh and Bella Thorne.
Yes, the one where the boy's in the coma for a long time.
Right, and it was supposed to get a theatrical release, and then it did not.
It's funny because for me, when I think of Amityville, I think of the Lutzes in the original or the DeFeo murders from Part 2. And
I love Part 2.
Part 2 is great, the original. So basically, this story is not going to be based on the original IP. According to Deadline, its roots are in the famed real-life paranormal story behind those stories, with the film offering a fresh look at the notorious Amityville house itself on 112 Ocean Avenue and a legend situated in the public domain. Now, when I read that quote, I was a little confused because I'm like, what are the stories behind the stories?
I know. There's
like, what
too
does that
many
mean?
Stories.
But does that make sense to you? Because I'm like, okay, is it the lore that took place after people found out about the Amityville house, or is it like, so it's a little confusing, but the one thing they said is this is not going to be related to Ronald DeFeo Jr., none of those family murders, and it's not related to George and Kathy Lutz.
Oh gosh.
So I know.
What are we doing?
I know. So what is it going to be? But so anyway, it's looking to go into production in late 2025, which means it'll probably be out in 2026. And you know what? It's about time. I can't remember the last Amityville movie I actually saw.
We saw Amityville 3 in 3D with Lori Loughlin and Meg Ryan.
That's true. We saw it, like 5 years ago?
Yeah, in
6
3D.
years ago?
But 3D always, I'll go see anything in 3D.
But was that movie good?
Yes. I mean,
the original Amityville is great, and Amityville 2 is great, but I don't know if the remake, I can't even remember. Was that good?
That had with the
Ryan
hot,
Reynolds.
Yeah, with the hot.
With the hot. I mean, he was hot in it.
Steam.
Okay, so our next piece of news is that they just this week, actually, a new unrated cut of M3gan 2.0 was just released to digital. Now, I feel bad because I feel like they're really trying to make some of that money back that they didn't make in the box office, because this is an unusually quick digital release. I mean, the movie is still fucking in theaters.
They gotta strike while the iron's hot.
So what they're doing is the unrated cut, because look, if you've seen M3gan 2.0, and we did, and we actually really enjoyed it, it's PG-13. And there's a lot of times when you're like, oh, they cut something out of here. So the unrated cut apparently has enhanced kills, deleted scenes, and more carnage.
Thank God.
Yeah, I know, Tim. You were like, please, more carnage, more carnage.
I love the word carnage.
I know. So there are also over 30 minutes of special features, including tons of behind-the-scenes footage with cast and crew, and it's related to everything, like how the effects were done, all the puppetry and the animatronics, and just the making of different scenes.
I love stuff like that.
And I do too, and especially a movie like M3gan 2.0 when there was so many epic action scenes. Like, this is the kind of stuff that if you liked the movie, it would be fun to see. And if you didn't catch our interview with Jen Van Epps that just released on Monday earlier this week, first off, she's amazing. Secondly, she told us that there was so much footage that they shot that the cut scenes could probably make another movie. So there's tons of footage that, and it doesn't even sound like it's only gonna be 30 minutes here, but that's still a good chunk. And so, yeah, I mean, it is still in theaters, so obviously you may want to see it in theaters, but if you want to check out the unrated cut, you can rent or buy it on digital, and apparently is going to be coming out to physical media on 4K and Blu-ray on September 23rd.
That's around the corner.
I mean, that, like, it's all happening so fast.
It's
like,
all, as Sheena Shea says on Vanderpump Rules, it's all happening.
good old Sheena Shea. I thought you were going to say, and as Sheena Easton said.
Oh, what's her most famous song?
I can't even remember.
Sheena Easton.
And I feel embarrassed because
It's
Sheena
okay.
Easton, I know, like, if you told me her songs, I would know all of them, but yeah.
If we don't know, let us know.
Let us know. Actually, yeah. Tell us Sheena Easton's #1 hit in the comments.
Did she sing a James Bond song?
Again, how would I fucking know?
I thought you know it all.
I run the Sheena Easton fan club.
Me too. I'm vice president.
We're called the Sheeneats. We're called the Sheeneats. Anyway, okay, so another trailer we saw just dropped it's a new psychological thriller called The Knife that is co-written and executive produced by Creep's Mark Duplass. Now, we're both big fans of Creep.
I love it. His Shudder show is called Creep.
The Creep Tapes.
Creep Tapes.
The movie is called Creep
That's
and Creep
right.
2. Now, when I saw Mark Duplass's name attached to this, right away I was like, I gotta watch this trailer because we love Creep, and he's just like,
That sounds so
we
funny.
love creeps.
You love
he's
creeps.
just he can really not only play creepy parts, but was co-wrote all of it. So very interested in this movie. We saw the trailer. He co-wrote this script with a former NFL player named Nnamdi Asomugha. Wow, I probably fucked up that name.
That's okay.
Who's making his directorial debut on this film. And the cool thing about this trailer is that rather than like a whodunit type of movie, it's almost like a what happened type of movie.
Yeah,
you know?
it looked like there is a possible morality tale.
Yes, all you get from the trailer is, so there's a nice little family and a strange woman breaks into their house and suddenly there's a scuffle and she's unconscious next to a knife. And in the trailer, you don't know what actually happened, but the police are coming, and before the police get there, the mom and the family takes the knife and puts it in her hand so it looks like this strange woman attacked them. Now, did she? Or was she just coming in and did they attack her? So the whole movie is like the cops trying to figure out what really happened. But it looked really suspenseful.
Intriguing.
Yeah, and intriguing, and really great cast members. I recognized Asia Naomi King from How to Get Away with Murder. She plays the mom in the family, and it also stars Academy Award winner Melissa Leo, who plays one of the cops. And it just, again, Mark Duplass, a thriller, these people in it. It looks good, and apparently it's getting a theatrical release on August 15th.
Anything Mark Duplass does, I want to see. And I'm not just saying that because he gets naked in the Creep
I was just going to
tapes.
say, what do you think of Mark Duplass's ass?
Thumbs up.
He does a lot of full frontal nudity,
Yeah,
too.
he's not afraid.
Creep 2, the Creep Tapes. He ain't creeping, if you know what I mean.
No, he's proud of that bod.
Yeah, so, but this looks good, and good. I'm glad it's getting a theatrical release. And
August 15th?
Yes, we will be checking it out.
Wow.
Okay, so our last story for this week is that this is just a fun little one. Last time we talked about Universal Horror Nights for this year, they announced that they were doing a Friday the 13th themed house that's like takes place all through the Jason universe. Well, now they just announced that Art the Clown is getting a haunted house. There's going to be a Terrifier themed haunted house at Universal Halloween Nights. And I've got to say, like, I mean, what an amazing achievement for this independent horror series. Not only to get theatrical releases and make way more money than its budget, now a haunted house in Universal Horror Nights, like they usually only do big budget movies.
Right. And now you really have a seal of approval that Art the Clown is here to stay forever.
And apparently, what they've said about the haunted house is that guests will get to venture into Art the Clown's funhouse, and you encounter a ton of like grotesque kills, which of
Yikes.
course the series is known for. But also, I think this is cool. You'll get to encounter Vicky, aka Samantha Scafidi, a former guest of Happy Horror Time, and the little pale girl from part 2, as well as, this was great, a revolting bathroom scene, which makes me think, is it going to be shit smeared around everywhere?
I mean,
Probably.
I think there's a high.
And a Christmas Nightmare, which is directly related to part 3. So it sounds cool, but this is the even cooler part, is that Damien Leone, Terrifier creator, was directly involved in helping conjure up this whole haunted house. So it should be pretty on brand, you know?
Yeah, I don't think he's going to go in there and be like, oh.
Yeah,
Works.
He probably took ideas from the different movies, like the best, craziest parts, and directed them.
Do you think there'll be a girl upside down?
Oh, that's the thing.
It's
like,
a little off color.
That would be great, but they couldn't have a nude. Well, if it's I don't know. That's
We'll
a good
find
one.
out.
And the thing is that he probably wants to make sure it covers all the movies, but that's all they said. So if they can have a revolting bathroom scene, they should be able to have the upside down sawed in half girl.
True. But they might do it in a artsy way.
Art
the Clown.
But it really is, like you were saying, it really does solidify. Not that like getting a haunted house means you're like a horror icon, but it sort of does.
Yeah, it really does.
Because it's like haunted houses, especially Universal Horror Nights, usually replicate the most popular franchises. I mean, there's been Halloween, Saw, Texas Chainsaw Massacre, Friday the 13th. I mean, it goes on and on. Conjuring movies.
There's 3 Terrifier films, right?
Yes.
Okay.
And with the 4th one on the way in like 2 years or something. But anyway, to reiterate, when Haunted or Universal Horror Nights opens, the Universal Orlando Resort starts Horror Nights on Friday, August 29th, which is crazy because it's so early. And Universal Studios Hollywood, which we want to go to, starts on Thursday, September 4th. So very early, Tim.
You know, every single year, because the crowds and everything, I always say, this is my last year. I'm too old. And then I go.
And then you hear about a Terrifier on
And
that.
then I'm like, maybe I'll go.
This year, especially because they have the Friday the 13th one.
I know. So then it means I have to go.
You have to go, Tim. Anyway, okay, well, those are the news stories for this week. Let us know what you think of the different various things we talked about in the comments. I really want to know Sheena Easton's top song.
I know. And if she did James Bond, I feel like she did.
I could easily Google this in a second.
We're too busy.
But we love all of your comments. We love all of the engagement. We try to write back to everything. So, let us know what you thought. And
don't be a Stranger Thing.
Yeah, don't be a Stranger Things. Thank you for watching. Bye.